Oklahoma City Thunder / Seattle Supersonics. Unlike the Memphis Grizzlies, this franchise knows how to draft, snagging up players like Gary Payton, James Harden, Russell, the wettest drip game in the game, Westbrook, that kind of sounded disgusting, Shawn Kemp. Even with all those names, it's still really easy to land on Kevin Durant as the best of the best. Durant plays 9 seasons with the franchise. During this time, KD wins Rookie of the Year, becomes a 7-time All-Star, 4-time NBA scoring champ, and the 2014 League MVP. I mean, there really isn't anything KD can do wrong wearing the OKC colors. And as much as I don't want to rush Durant out of Brooklyn, I wouldn't be surprised to see the 3-time NBA champ finish out his career back where it all begins. Houston, Texas, the adopted hometown of the greatest player ever drafted by the Rockets. Who are we talking about? How about Nigerian-born Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon? In 1984, he goes number 1 overall, ahead of just a few all-time greats. Maybe you've heard of them: Jordan, Barkley, Stockton, and ahead of a guy, I'm not making this up, his name's Devin Durant. Absolutely no relation to Kevin Durant, but I thought it was worth mentioning. Here's a few fast facts on the Dream. In '94, he becomes the first player to be named League MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, and NBA Finals MVP all in the same season. Hakeem's also the only player to retire in the all-time top 10 for blocks, scoring, rebounds, and steals, and he's one of only 4 players to ever record a quadruple double, and the only player to ever record one of those twice. Who did this? It was all the Dream. Hakeem used to read Word Up magazine, Salt and Pepper Heavy D up in the limousine. You know what? Why don't we take that same limousine and just move right on to the next team? Skirt. Limo stop. Here's another layup for us. Golden State Warriors, we have Wardell Stephen Curry II. Yes, Steph's first name is Wardell, which sounds just like the name of a person who would wear Steph's Under Armour Chef Curry 2s, which we are all guilty of. It's like, were Steph's kicks nerdy dad shoes or nerdy grandpa shoes? Fans are still debating that to this day. But one thing that we cannot debate is how dope Steph Curry's game is. The 3-time NBA champ, 2-time league MVP, yeah, sure, his shot's a little unorthodox, but those rainbows, man, they seem to always find that pot of gold sitting pretty in the center of the rim every single time. And dude, man, he can move with the ball. Forget Steph's sneakers. This guy can hit the hardwood in a pair of scuba fins and still juke you right out of your Kyrie 3s or your KD 10s. He is just that good. And can we talk about how just insane Steph's pregame routine is? Dude's putting up shots from everywhere, doing so much drilling, you'd think he was raised on an oil rig. The San Antonio Spurs, who else but Tim Duncan? 11,000 boards on the defensive end, 3rd most all-time in league history. 26,000 career points, good for 14th all-time. Over 3,000 career blocks, that's 5th all-time. 19 seasons with the Spurs, 5 NBA championships, and my God, Duncan, man, he doesn't do them all in a row. All right, like Steph, Jordan, or Kobe, that's easy. Duncan spreads those titles around with different pieces, different players, plus his name, Tim Duncan, maybe the coolest basketball-themed name ever. And let me add, Tim Duncan, having never done an endorsement deal with Dunkin' Donuts, is one of the true great travesties in sports history. Shout out to Damian Lillard and Bill Walton, both strong contenders for the Portland Trail Blazers, but we're going with Clyde the Glide Drexler, who helps glide Portland to a pair of NBA Finals appearances, all part of a phenomenal 10 straight season stretch of postseason hoops for the Blazers. 35 plus years after first joining Portland, this is crazy. Total points scored, offensive boards, steals, and number of triple-doubles, franchise records, all still currently owned by Clyde the Glide. And finally, we started in LA, let's end it in LA with the 2020 World Champion Lakers. David Copperfield, Harry Houdini, David Blaine, all great magicians, but still not as magical as Lakers legend Magic Johnson. 5-time NBA champion, 3-time Finals MVP, 3-time League MVP, 12-time All-Star. The accolades speak for themselves, but one play that I think helps really encapsulate why Magic is one of the top 5 ever alive is a play known simply as the baby skyhook. Game 4 of the 87 NBA Finals against that guy with the Mr. Tomato Head face, Larry Bird, and the Celtics. Trailing by 16 at the half, Lakers fight back, bringing it to within 1 with 7 seconds to go. Inbound to Johnson, who beelines to just in front of the foul line, and thinking like he's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, throws up a baby skyhook that seems to hang in the air long enough for a fan at the Boston Garden to run to the urinal, run back, and not miss this ball hit the bullseye right through the center tin to put LA up by 1 with 2 seconds left. Lakers win, go up 3-1 in the series. Ultimately, they close it out in Game 6 to win their 10th NBA title, with the Finals MVP going to who else? Magic Johnson. Wow, that was a lot of fun. Thank you guys so much for watching us break down the best NBA players ever drafted by every single NBA franchise in the Western Conference. Be sure to keep a lookout for the Eastern Conference version of this countdown. But until then, I'm Dan Vollmeyer for House of Bounce, and I'm bouncing out of here. All right, see you guys.